called Northern Exposure Mania continues on social media as the series is streaming and available to everybody for the first time. So here's an interview with John Corbett from This Morning, CBS This Morning, January 6, 1992. And Harry Smith does the interview with him. They talk about how he got the role of Chris on Northern Exposure. And you can see Cynthia Gary above on The Tonight Show. Leno's sitting in that night. I just looked at it. I'm going to search around and see if that's posted. I'm kind of scared of Tonight Show stuff, to be honest with you. Risky.
Welcome to Sisley, Alaska, population 839, and home to the CBS hit series Northern Exposure. At the start of its third season, Northern Exposure is rated in the top 15 primetime shows. And maybe that's because of some of its offbeat characters, like disc jockey Chris Stevens, played by John Corbett.
My experience: face the darkness, stare it down, and own it. It's like Brother Nietzsche says, being human's a complicated gig, so give that old dark night of the soul a hug. And how the eternal yes.
And John Corbett is with us. Good morning.
Good morning, Harry.
Congratulations on the show.
Thank you.
I've got to tell you, as I have watched your scenes, you read Walt Whitman, your Nietzsche, all of this. I was in radio for years. I could never do anything as cool
Really?
as that. You've got the best job.
I've got a really cool job. You know, I get to, like you said, Carl Jung, you know, all these guys, Robert Bly, Bruce Lee. You know, I get to just do all this literary stuff. It's wonderful.
How did you get the job? Because that in and of itself is a great story.
Well, you know, I'd been in L.A. auditioning for things for a long time, five years. And I had been doing some commercials, a lot of commercials, and had really only done one thing. I did a guest star on The Wonder Years in its first season, and that was it, you know. And I started to get really disillusioned and think, you know, I picked the wrong thing. And it had been a really good pilot season for me. I had been going out on a lot of things, but not getting anything. And it was at the tail end, and my agent said, there's a new show, Northern Exposure, that I want you to go in for, and he sent me the script. And I read the script, and I thought, well, this is a wonderful, wonderful script, but I can't play a Jewish New York doctor from you know, New York. And I think I had maybe one scene and I just sort of went over it. And I thought, you know, that he wanted me to go for the doctor, and I knew I wasn't right for that. And he said, no, 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 there's this sort of hippie spiritual DJ that they have, and you know, I want you to go in for that. So I went in, and they liked me, and I kind of just sat there, and it was some Walt Whitman that they had me read. It was from a second episode we did.
So you sat in front of these network execs, right?
And I kind of just sat in a chair similar to this, and sort of read a little bit of Walt Whitman, and I kind of just read it from the page, and there was about 30 or 40 execs in there, and you know, that was it. And I left, and by the time I got home, my agent had called and said, you got the job. As
all of you embarked on this adventure, because this show is really sort of an adventure, because it really doesn't fit very many molds of what TV is supposed to be about.
Right.
Had any of you any idea that it would really strike the nerve it's struck? I mean, people love this show.
I know it. I don't think so. I mean, we all knew that we had something really special, and
it was probably destined for 11 weeks tops, right? 8.
It was destined for 8. And I thought, I'm going to have a really nice piece of tape with some good work that will help me get a job in the future.
Yeah.
And I think everyone sort of felt that way. We were really an underdog. And
it's amazing to see, because almost week by week the audience grows, and it's regularly up in the top-rated shows now. What has that done to your life?
Well, it's you know, I go out and more people know who I am, and
is that good or bad?
Well, it's good, I guess. It's hard to get used to. It takes a little getting used to go from
complete and total obscurity
to, you know, walking in a place and, you know, having a lot of people come up to you and want to talk about the show or get an autograph or a picture. And it's something that that isn't natural, and it takes a while to get used to, and it's a little embarrassing and intimidating. But,
yeah.
You know.
Well, the show is certainly nothing to be embarrassed about. It's just a great, fun, literate show, and
right.
We love your work on it. Nice to meet you.
Thanks. Thank you, Harry.
I know. We'll be back.
This portion of CBS This Morning was sponsored by Maxwell House Coffee. Always good to the last drop.
Thanks for watching Cleveland Live Music. If you like what you see, hit the subscribe icon. Here you'll be offered up some videos by YouTube that are the best for you to watch. The best. Hopefully they're mine. I think they are. If you really, 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 really like the channel, down in the description of the video, down there, there's a Patreon and GoFundMe. You just send me money. Cold, hard cash. I'll take it. I'll just take your views and the subscriber stuff, and even just watching the next video. Cool with me. Cool with you? Thanks.